Greetings and welcome to this edition of On the Job. I'm your Chief of Police, Christopher Cook, and I want to talk about the events and incidents that happened last week. First and foremost, what a great weekend we've enjoyed from a weather perspective. As you know, last week was really kind of a nightmare situation with all of the weather issues that we had to deal with. It was flat out miserable. The Arctic temperatures, the icy roads, the wrecks, all of the weather conditions that impacted our community. I want to recognize our dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, our public works personnel, everyone that kind of pitched in, rallied together to make sure that our community was safe. Matter of fact, I even had to put some of our police officers up in a local hotel just to make sure that we could get them back in the building because of the driving conditions that were hazardous across the area.
Pictures show some of the road conditions in White Settlement around 7 o'clock this morning. Police Chief Christopher Cook posted pictures of a major crash. You can see several vehicles got pretty banged up as they slid on that thin layer of ice on Loop 820 on a bridge there. The chief urges drivers to take it slow if you have to get out on the road.
This really shows the resilience of our team and overall commitment that they have. You know, our executive team, including myself, also made it into work so that we could set the example from the top. I was able to even apprehend a stolen vehicle suspect that was driving in our city. The bad guy had stole the car from a woman in Crowley. After she tried to start her car up, she went back inside to grab her jacket, and he jumped in and took off. Our license plate reader camera system alerted us that he had entered our city on South Cherry Lane from I-30. And so we were able to quickly find him because there wasn't a lot of cars on the road, as you can imagine, and take him into custody while he was still behind the wheel of the vehicle. Also want to give a shout out real quick to a couple restaurants that opened up for us, El Ranchito on White Summit Road and Joe's Pasta and Pizza on Clifford. That enabled our team to get some warm, fresh meals. I was able to treat our day shift squads and also our investigative team and dispatch services team to lunch, and so we appreciate that. You can imagine when it's weather like this, most businesses, restaurants, they close up, and so certainly our officers and our team members need a fresh hot meal, so we thank you. Also the community, many of you offered coffee and snacks and whatever, you name it. We appreciate that so much, and so thank you from the bottom of our heart. Here's a real quick aerial view of some of the parks from our drone team we were able to capture. Well, again, I'm so glad the warmer weather stuck around this weekend, along with the sunshine that came out. I don't know about you, but I was able to hit the car wash before the lines got too long to get all of the nasty stuff off the vehicle. On to the community engagement front. We're looking forward to our next Citizens Police Academy meeting. It's going to be this Wednesday. We had to postpone last week due to weather. We still have slots open, and so just show up at our PD here at 6 p.m. this coming Wednesday, 8900 Clifford Street. We'll get you signed up. This is only the second week of the new class, and so there's plenty of time. I also want to mention that we're having our civil service examination that's going to occur on Thursday, February 16th at 6 p.m. This is for new police officers. We have some vacancies, and so head on over to our website, wspd.us, click the About Us and then Recruiting tab, and there's an interest card that you can select. Fill that out, and our civil service director will get the paperwork to you. We're looking forward. We've already got several dozen that's registered for the exam, but again, there's still time. We're looking forward to engaging in a new hiring process to bring some new team members on board. As a public safety director, I want to mention that the fire department recently conducted some hazmat training as it relates to gas wells in our city. This is vital training in the event that our community experiences an emergency as it relates to gas wells. I also want to highlight the fire department B shift crew that's led by Captain David Kostiak, in addition to a few of my police officers, Officer Wiley, Officer Conley, on a recent incident that resulted in saving a person who experienced cardiac arrest. On January 25th, officers responded to a medical emergency where a community member was in cardiac arrest. They began CPR and also stayed with the family until the fire department arrived. The fire department crew used an AED and EKG monitor to deliver additional life-saving measures. This community member was successfully resuscitated and transported to a local hospital. Just got an update that they will survive. If it wasn't for the quick actions of these first responders, this outcome probably would have had a much different outcome, all right? Living in a small city means you get police and fire responses much more quickly than the larger suburbs or larger cities, which I'm extremely proud of. Well, since this week was pretty much consumed by the winter weather, that's all that we have for now. I'm actually getting ready to head to a chili cook-off at a local church that I was invited to be a judge of. And I'm going to highlight those events next week. Until next time, please stay safe out there and have a blessed week. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and we will see you soon.